Jesus, thank you for this day. I just praise you. Amen. So, last week, I decided that there was this new church I wanted to go to. It wasn't necessarily new. I've been to one of the services, but there's multiple campuses, and I went to a campus that was in the city. And I was going to actually go there today. Last week, I was going to go there. And then I decided not to. I decided that there was something that happened that, like, I couldn't go. I don't know what. Oh, Easter. It's like there was something big that happened. So I told myself that I didn't go last week. I have to go this week. Heck. Okay, there's something messed up with this camera. It stops recording all the time. I hate when I'm having anxiety and like I can't catch my breath, so I have to like stop mid-sentence and breathe. So I'm sorry that I do that, but so as much as I do not want to go, I am going. I'm forcing myself to go to this campus, to this church all by myself. And I'm pretty nervous about it, yeah. Honestly, I don't think that it'll hit me until I get there, but I'm doing it. But so I have my phone, obviously, water, my church notebook, juice, some snacks. Soon I'll be getting this car fixed to stop making the d-d-d sound. So that'll be fun. The AC on this car doesn't work, so that sucks too. Dang, I didn't grab a rubber band. I'm sure I have one in my purse. Being without a rubber band actually is very anxiety inducing for me, because if you have anxiety, you probably know anxiety can make you like, bruh, I got it. I have gesture control on. So if I put my hand up at a stop sign, like that, like, you know, I can't do it, but like, and I talk with my hands a lot, so that's what happened. So I'll have to remember not to do that. I don't know what I was saying. So at this point, I'm just trying to make it there. Honestly, like, it's probably gonna be really nerve-wracking to get to walk inside the building. I've only ever been to one church by myself, and it's the church down the road, a minute from my house. So when I went there, I could barely make it there. We had 1 minute down the road. I had been there a bunch of times just to do my Bible study and just to kind of do my exposure therapy where I'm just sitting there by myself. When I went there once, when I actually wanted to go to the service, I could barely make it in there. I made it in the service and I like had to leave right away. So this church is even farther. The reason why I'm doing this is because we're gonna be moving soon, and I'm gonna have a transitional period for my job where I am just having to probably drive to my other job, even with how far it's gonna be, because I'm probably gonna be moving like minimum 30 minutes away. I've never had to drive 30 minutes for a job in my life, even when I didn't have anxiety. So this will be so new to me. Gosh, it just hit me that I'm all alone. The weird thing is that, gosh, stopping to taking a breath is like, it's confusing me. It's like making me stop from thinking. Oh, so basically I'm doing this because I'm trying to train myself to go out further, because I think I'm gonna have to drive myself further. And obviously I need to keep going. I've never been to this for myself with anxiety. Okay, I'm definitely feeling like I almost actually thought to turn around. So I'm definitely feeling anxiety. I texted my dad and I told him where I am or where I'm going. It made me feel a little bit better. I also, like thought to myself, like, what if I'm just okay? Like, why do I always have to feel like every time I go out by myself, it's like a life or death situation? Like, what if I'm just okay? What if I just like drove like I'm okay? Like, what if I just got to my destination thinking the entire time I was driving that I was gonna be okay? Like, and it's like, not every single time I drive has to be a life or death situation, even though that's what it is for me. I'm trying to park and I couldn't find a parking spot in the parking lot, so I parked in the business center right next to it, and it's getting like nervous. Okay, ciao for now. Okay, I am out of service. I actually stayed for the entire service. Funny, let's see if my car starts. Why? I'll tell you why. It does. Alright, well, it didn't the first time, but not. I had to park in a parking lot right next to the church because there was no space in the parking lot. Such a tiny parking lot. I know what this used to be. This used to be... Has anyone heard of a Monkey Joe's? Does anyone remember Monkey Joe's? This building where the church used to be a Monkey Joe's. Yep. So I got into church and the church service had just started. So I was like, cool, perfect timing, amazing. And then like I was sitting down and I started like writing a little bit of notes, like, because it was like the pastor was introducing what the service was about. So I was writing up the title, all that jazz. And then I was like, where are the keys? Where are my keys? So then I went ahead and started going through all my pockets, and I realized I didn't have my keys in any of my pockets. So then I went over, I left all my stuff at church, and I went to the car, and I tried to like go see if I left it in the car, because I know I locked the car. And I know like with my car, in general, you can't really lock, like you can, at first it won't let you lock your keys in your car, but then like if you try it enough times, it will. I went ahead and tried to get to the car, and it would not let me get in. So I'm like, that means I don't have the keys on me. So I'm like, oh no, okay. Like editing Charlie here, I just want to like clarify. My car is the one, it's like a little key fob. There's no actual key. It's like a push to start. And when you lock the car, there's a button on the door you press and it locks it. And that's how I normally lock it. And then when you come back to the car and you have the keys in your pocket, all you have to do is put your hand on the actual like door handle and the car will unlock. Or sometimes you have to like open it, like you have to pull the handle and then it will unlock as well. So hopefully that makes more sense on my story. So, and I was like, okay, if the key's in the car, will it let me unlock the car? If the keys are in the car, I have no idea. But again, I didn't have anything on me. It didn't let me unlock the car. Oh my gosh. The key's right here. Why did it let me lock? Okay. I'm so flipping confused. So I didn't have the key on me. So I did lock the key in the car. I must have the second set of key on me somewhere. Because when I came to the car and I tried to unlock it, I kept trying to look right here in the, like, the place where you could, like, I don't even know what this is, but the little thing on the little crevice in the door where you put your hand to push the door open or close. And I couldn't see it, so I'm like, okay, well, it must not be there. I see you, boo, I see you. Okay. I knew I couldn't just sit down the entire church service and just worry about where the keys were. As long as I got that car door, oh, sorry, with the little bicycle trying to just cut through the road. I knew I wanted to make sure I could open the car. So when I went there, I just don't know what the heck, the difference between me being there by myself and me being with my backpack. I must have the second key in there. So when I went, I felt bad because I had to go back and forth and people must have been like, what is she doing getting up and going down? But once I opened the car with my backpack, I just went in and hey, that's the Dominican flag. I'm Dominican. I went in and I just enjoyed the rest of the service, which was a really good service. The service was really great. Talked about how like when you're a Christian, sometimes people may like do this whole thing where it's like they know that God will forgive their sins, like past and future. So like they continue to keep on sinning knowing that they could just ask for forgiveness. And kind of just how like that's not a great way to live, you know? Like the repercussions that come with that. Oh, they're so cute, they're an older couple and they're walking together hand in hand. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you say you're ADHD without saying you're ADHD? But it's like, I'm driving through my old town right now, so. And just how like, once you're saved, like you get like a new heart from the Lord and you don't really have to like continue with that life, you know? Ugh. Better ruin a town, okay. Oh, I should go to that place, but honestly I don't need, I'm trying to reward myself, but honestly I shouldn't. So I was really proud of myself for this. Like, sometimes I just really feel like I don't have anxiety anymore. But then, like, when I go to do stuff, I get anxious, like, really anxious. Like, even on the way there, I had a moment where I was like, I'm gonna turn around. Like, I have to turn around. I can get Kung Fu tea. But yeah, no, it was really good service. I took notes. Besides the fact of locking my key in my car, I did kind of have a bit of anxiety when I realized I didn't know where my key was. Is that I was saying this, but then I completely interrupted myself. Most churches where I live, I don't know if it's just state-wise or this is just how churches work in America, have police officers at them, and I knew the police officer would probably help me break into my car and get my key. Today I am going to the movie theater. I'm going to, not my normal movie theater, but like another one. We are going to see Legend of Ochi, I think that's what it's called. I went and I saw the 20th edition of Pride and Prejudice, and we were so late to get there. I kid you not, so late. Like the movie started at 11, and we pulled up at like 11:20. And I tried to parallel park for the first time into the spot. My mom and my sister, who went together, she's like, just give up, just go find another parking spot. Like, I was in the car, they were like not in the car, they were just like giving me signals, hand signals from like afar, like, give up. And then I was like, no, and I did it. And I spent like 5 minutes doing it. And the funny thing is we were already late. So I'm like, why would I do this? Then we walked into the movie theater right as like, I guess they were putting this like special message, like thank you for coming to the 20th year edition thing. Why did this thing keep shutting off? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do no hand signal this time. And then like the movie just like started. So like literally I literally saw the movie from beginning to end. So it was like amazing. But it was so great, so fun. I love the transitions in that movie were amazing. Like the transitional shots were like they would walk, like they would go through like a party, and like how we would go through in one shot and see every character. Like it would start with like maybe Elizabeth, and then she'd be walking, and all of a sudden in the background Darcy would walk in, and then we'd follow him for a second as he'd walk off camera, and then that would lead us to somebody else and what they were doing. Like it was amazing. It was so awesome. But yeah, I am so proud of myself. I did that, and I'm driving home now, and I'm good. Where's my phone? There it is. I'm good. Did you see fear in my eyes? So I just like started doing TikTok, and I posted this anxiety video about like asking for help about like what people do in the car when they need distractions, or in general when they have anxiety and they like need distractions. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna read the comments on that. I was getting some comments while I was at church. Yeah, so it was a really good day. Lord is so good. Actually, some of this message really kind of resonated with me about like, you know, having peace with the Lord too when he's putting you in situations. Because I have a lot of life situations that are happening, personal things. I mean I know like anxiety, that's one, and that's very personal, but there's other things that are happening in my life that are quite personal, that are stirring up my anxiety, and I just like don't know what to do. Like as I said earlier, I'm moving, that's one of the things, and I'm gonna have to like, until I find a new job, I'm gonna have to take like the trip from wherever I move, which could be upwards to 30-45 minutes away, because I live so close to my work that it's easy for me to pop in and out of work. And at the point where I'm like now, when I move, it won't be like, I won't be able to pop in and out of work to do certain things that I've been doing. This is some orange juice, elderberry. When I first got anxiety, I used to like take big glasses of juice with me out, and then I used to be scared to drink them because I thought I was going to go into anaphylactic shock if I drank them. So I just used to waste these like I would fill this thing to the brim and just not drink any of it. And I have been petrified for the past like month and a half about this move and about knowing that I was going to have to drive this far. I'm like, I told the Lord, I'm so tired of being petrified of this. Because there are moments where I'm just in peace and I give it to the Lord, and then there's moments where I'm petrified again. I'm just like, I don't want to keep going through these cycles. Like I'm at a position in my job where the Lord has given me so much grace and has actually pushed me into situations that has been amazing for me. And I've never in a million years would I ever thought that I would have done them. And I'm so thankful for that. Like I've driven places, I've gone to places, I've put things together, I've set up things. It's amazing. I'm so proud of myself, and I know that was the Lord preparing me for whatever I have next. I don't know what that is. All I know is that after August, in August I'll be moving. Things can't really stay the same that they were, but I'll probably be in the same job until I find something else. But I'll be moving in August. It's kind of funny when you pray for a bunch of things and like the Lord doesn't answer those prayers, but then he answers like other prayers. And then it just almost makes you feel like an idiot for 5 seconds, because you think like, the Lord hasn't answered any of my prayers. He just hasn't answered these prayers. He just has answered the other ones. And sometimes he answers both. But for me in general, I don't know what it is. Like I always get the weirdest things answered. Like I was praying for my money for my teeth, but it wasn't like on my, like the front end of all my prayers. Anxiety is always on the front end of my prayers. And then all of a sudden I got a refund to pay for part of my teeth. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Like that was just gonna happen, whatever. But it's like, it really wasn't. Like that really was the Lord. Don't do it. Don't do it. I am literally recording this, sir. And if you hit me, I have all the proof in the world. I'm on a rotary, and I have the right of way on the rotary. If you come into my lane, you have to stop. If I was going into your lane, I would have to stop. Or yield, whatever. Alright,